Hello, everyone. Very good evening to all of you. So here in this video, we are going to discuss about World Migration Report. This question I had posted you yesterday or day before yesterday. This report was released at the beginning of May, around 10th of May. This report was released, and migration is a social issue as well as economic issue. Okay. So the question from there you may find in your prelims in ESI section. Also in GK section also you might find question from there. There are high chances of question from this particular report. There are only few findings which you need to remember. Other things you can quote in your essays or in your long answer question from in your ESI section. Okay, so let's begin with solving this question only. Then we will discuss the report through PDF. Consider the following statements about World Migration Report and find the wrong one. Okay, India is the top recipient of remittances amounting to $112.22 billion. So this is a factual statement that is true. Okay. India is the highest recipient of remittances. Remittances means money that the migrants send back to their country. Okay, mostly people migrate to developed countries from developing countries and for better job and better earning, and the extra earning they send back to their family back at home. Okay. So here in India also, because India has the largest number of migrants in the world, and most of the migrants are in well-developed countries like UAE, USA. Okay, so India receives most number of remittances, that is 111.2. Also, India is the first country in the world which has crossed the $100 billion mark. Okay, so this is an economic issue. Remittance, receiving remittance affects the economy. Why? Because if someone is earning outside and sending money, what does this mean? This means that he must be sending to his or her relatives. Okay, so that money will be used for what? Used for consumption. Okay, more, which means that consumption will increase in our economy. When the consumption increases, the demand also increases. Okay, demand for a product also increases. When the demand increases, production must increase. To increase production, we need more labor. Okay, so here, by those remittances, market is being created here, production is increasing, and jobs are also increasing. This is the positive aspect of remittances, or we can say in a larger way of migration. What is the negative impact? Because people are moving outside from this country to this country. Suppose this is A country, this is more developed country, B country. Okay, here there are industries. This country needs job. People from here going there in the country B, and they are giving their services or labor in this country. This country is producing products. Okay, and this product is being sold in country A again. Okay, more number of people are going in country B, which means that this there is more production in this country, and ultimately this extra product is sold at a lower cost in the origin country itself. What does this mean? Which means that this country, the country which is receiving the migrant, this is at a higher profit than the country which is sending the migrants. Okay, because the market that the remittance will create here, we don't know, that will end up in consuming the imported product only. Okay, so therefore, any government wants its citizens to remain in their own country and help in increasing the productivity of their home country. Okay, so therefore, this is one of the negative impact of migration. Okay. So this is the economic issue with the migration. There are social issues also. We'll discuss this later. So this statement number 1 is correct. Statement number 2, India is the origin of the largest number of international migrants in the world. This is also true. Just now I have told you. So around 280 million international migrants in the world. This statement is also true. These are the figures which you need to remember. Okay. So option, total 3.6% of the total world population has migrated. The report is released by International Organization for Migration, which is located in Geneva, Switzerland. Yes, this statement is also true. So all the above are correct. Okay, International Organization for Migration is a United Nations related organization. Related organization. Okay. Other related organization of United Nations is WTO. WTO is in your syllabus also. Okay, we will discuss about entire functioning and everything that is happening in WTO shortly. Okay, so this related organization have loose association with United Nations. There is one other category of organization. They are called specialized agencies. Specialized agencies. These are the agencies of United Nations. Okay, they are specialized in some work. Okay, what are those agencies? They had more strong relationship with the United Nations. These are Food and Agriculture Organization. About this also we are going to read in detail. Other is IMF. This IMF is also in your syllabus. About this also we will be reading. World Health Organization. So these are some of the examples. Around 15 are there, and here around 5 organizations are there in related organizations. So here, International Organization for Migration that is situated in Geneva is a UN related organization. Okay, and WTO is also a UN related organization. But IMF is a specialized agency of United Nations. FAO is also a specialized agency of United Nations. And WHO is not that important for this examination. These two are very important about these two. And this also we will discuss. Okay. So let's study some more statistics from this report. I will tell you through the PDF. Yes, okay. So World Migration Report. Okay, these are already discussed. Only the highlighted stats are important. You remember only that, not much to read. Okay, important things I will be telling. There is a gender gap in migration. Okay, and that gender gap is increasing with every year. And this gender gap is skewed towards male. In other words, we can say that number of females that are migrating are less as compared to male, and this gap is increasing. In 2000, there were 49.4% females out of total 100. And in 2020, there were 48.1% females. So this gender gap is increasing. In other areas, gender gap is decreasing day by day or year on year. But here, in case of migration, this gender gap is increasing. That is reverse that is happening. Okay. So this is an important finding of this report. Country with the highest proportion of international migrants. That is United Arab Emirates. Highest number, all these are discussed. Highest country which receives maximum number of migrants, that is USA. And also India is also the 14th largest countries where people from outside migrate to India. Okay, so when you find some essays about migrations or a portion in mains in migration, apart from being a top destination, India, apart from being a top destination for top origin country for migration, it is also the 14th largest destination for migrants. Okay, these things also you can add. Okay, India has more number of female migrants, which is opposite of the trend. This is also an important figure which you can quote in your essay and your mains examination. So 5 migration corridors. Okay, over the years, people become habitual, or because of the trend, people become habitual of migrating from one country to another country. Okay, and there has developed migration corridors in the world. For example, migration corridor between Mexico and USA. Many people from Mexico directly move on to, they migrate to USA. Total 9 million people are there. You must have heard in news years ago that the previous president of USA tried to build a wall along the border between Mexico and USA so that it can stop the infiltration. Okay, so this is the largest migration corridors. Many people from Mexico migrate to USA for a better life. Second largest is Syria to Turkey. Syria is also a disturbed country. So from here also for safe haven, people migrate to Turkey also. Yeah, people from India directly migrate to UAE for search of job. Here there is no war issue or nothing is there. Therefore, better job and better income, they migrate to UAE. This is the fourth largest corridor. Okay. And Bangladesh to India is the 10th largest corridor in the world. Okay. Many people from Bangladesh, they migrate to India. So this is also an important figure that you can quote in your essays and in your mains examination. This is also important. India has the largest diaspora in the world, that is 18 million. This figure is important. Okay. This may be asked in your prelims examination. Maximum migration from India is in US, UAE, USA, Saudi Arabia. Okay. You don't, when you mention these things, question from this will not appear because there is a different definition of migration in different reports. Okay. So according to those, USA in some report, you will find USA is the top country. In some, you will find UAE as the top country. Okay. So if so there, it's better to use all the three nations in group. Okay, maximum number of people from India migrate to UAE, USA, and Saudi Arabia, ITC. Okay, like that you can. Challenges faced by migrants. This is important. What are the challenges migrants faced? One word that you must have heard in news nowadays, that is xenophobia. President of USA has recently used this word in parliament. It means hostility towards foreigners. Okay. Generally, when you migrate to other countries, your culture and the culture of host nation people, that is different. Okay, and that results in hatred and hostility. Okay, and these things, the president of USA has said that this is more common in India and Japan, like that here. So generally, all the migrants face this issue, xenophobia. Okay, financial exploitation is there. Everybody faces excess debt. Excess debt. Okay, for migrating, you need money. So here, the family of the migrant, they are trapped in debts. Okay, workplace abuses is common for migrants in initial years. Cause of migration: better law, job, education, internal disturbances in the home country, act of war, natural disaster. Okay, this is important. Natural disaster has become is becoming major cause. Okay, day by day, people migrating due to natural disaster in their home country, that is increasing. Okay, international remittances I have discussed here. This figure is also important. Total international remittances from migrants to their home country is $831 billion. Okay, India is the first. These things have been discussed. Maximum source of remittance to India is UAE, then USA, and then Saudi. This figure is also important. Displaced person. Now, discussion about displaced person was also there in this report. So it says that total 35.3 million refugees are there. The people who have migrated from one country to another country for a safe haven because of any war or disturbances in their country. Okay. Apart from the asylum seeker, there are 5.4 million. These are the people who have migrated to other country due to some pressing reasons, not because of better life, to save their life. Okay, they have migrated. Refugees are also that kind of people. But these asylum seekers have not received the status of refugees. Like the people who have migrated from Myanmar to India, they have not received the status of refugees yet. So they are asylum seekers. In Bangladesh, many people from Myanmar have migrated to Bangladesh. Okay, but they are asylum seekers there. So total number of displaced persons are there. Apart from this, there is category known as internally displaced persons. The persons who are displaced from within their country, from one state to another state. Okay. So here there are more number of people displaced due to conflict in one region, they have migrated to other region, and less due to disasters. Okay, overall. Okay, out of 71.2, currently they are living in displaced condition. Okay, but new displacements, if you talk about, in 2022 only, there were 60.9 million internal displacements, out of which 73 for 53%. were triggered by disasters. Okay, earthquake, heat waves, cold waves, and floods and all those things, natural disasters. Why natural disasters are happening? Due to climate change. Why climate change is happening? Because of our unsustainable economic policies. Okay, policies which leads to unsustainable growth. Okay, so we can see that 53 more number of people are now migrating because of natural disasters. Okay, and less due to internal conflict. What does actually mean? One more statistics we need to remember here, that climate change is expected to force 216 million people to move within their own country by 2050. Okay, with the increasing climate change, more number of adverse climatic events are going to happen, and that will force more people to migrate from one place to another place. Why this has become a topic of debate these days? Because see, conflict if ends, if people are being displaced because of conflicts, and if conflict ends, people will return to their original place. Their land is not being destroyed. But due to climate change, okay, once climate change starts happening, okay, there is no way back. Okay, we cannot reverse that. Okay, so therefore, the displacement will become permanent. So therefore, this displacement due to climate change is more worrying. And also because I have told you about the production. When people migrate, they produce something. But these displaced people, when they are living in a displaced condition in a country, they are not able to contribute in an economy, which means that uh, we are losing our demographic dividend. What do you mean by demographic dividend? That is the uh, how we utilize the working age people to add to our GDP. Okay, currently India is a young country. There are more people who are young in the age of 15 to 64. But with time, after 2041, when this figure will peak, India will start becoming aged country. Currently, Japan is an aged country. After 2041, according to economic survey, uh, India will reach at its peak. At that time, we will have maximum number of people who are in the working age. So we need to reap their benefit. But when most peoples will be displaced and they will not be able to contribute to the economy, okay, that aim or that demographic dividend, we will not be able to utilize to its fullest. Okay, so these are the things, these are the negative impacts of this displacement due to climate change. And like that, you can write in your mains answers also, these kind of analysis you can write from this report also. So I think this is enough for today. No more data is there from this. International Organization of Migration, and this I have discussed now. This is a related organization. India is a member of this organization. So that's all. I hope that you have understood about the facts and how to read and how to interpret the reports. There are more findings of this report that you will find in future in your paragraph solving portion that I will give you. Okay. Till then, that is enough. That's all from my side in this video. We'll meet soon with the next. Thank you for your patience.